Hey guys, this is Piers from Team Gund. I'm here with Stephen Lau, and what have you done, Stephen?
I got third place at the Box Hill Regionals on the weekend.
And what did you play?
I played True Dracos on a new format.
And why did you decide to play that deck?
I thought it was just like a good choice because it's pretty good against most of the meta. With like how much spot removal it has, you can't really get floodgated as hard. I know not too many people are expecting it as well, so they weren't playing as many masterpiece outs. And yeah, I think it's just like pretty solid going first and second.
Cool, let's get into the deck.
So for monsters, we played two masterpiece, three maiden, one Ignis, and one Mariamne. I think like these are pretty standard ratios if you're not playing the Drave build. And one Mariamne is just because it's searchable off maiden when you're like breaking boards and going second, or if you're just going first and you like summon maiden, set everything for like demise or desires, and then if you have like diagram, and then you can just like add it and pop it. So this one's effect is that it just lets you add one of the spell traps, and then you can add a masterpiece or Ignis. So it just comes up like when you have like two diagrams sometimes. I also played 3 Ash as my only hand trap. I don't know, this card is just like ridiculous against like way too much of a format. Even if I am going second with like demise, like where it can be awkward. But if I don't know, if I demise into this, it means already like resolve like demise and I can just like set it. But I think it's so important against Lights One right now against their left arm and grasses, which are I don't know, but it's just so powerful if it resolves against you. So that was it for the monsters. For the spells, I played a whole bunch of them. There were pretty much 6 diagrams. I think that's pretty standard, but before you could get away with just like playing less copies of these, but the deck's like a lot less consistent now with the monster engine you have to play. So I think this is like pretty good. Play 3 demise and 3 proto dualities. I mean, these like I know they're restrictive sometimes where you can't play the invoked engine or anything, that I don't know, these are just so powerful. They're like the best cards. I play 2 desires, which will probably give Piers an aneurysm, but I draw so many cards a lot of times. I don't want to be drawing into multiples of these and having dead cards in my hand to combo with and break boards with. That's all. Then I play 3 disciples, 3 heritage, pretty standard, and last spell was 1 stormforth. I tried playing like cards like Chalice, which were meant to be good going first and second, but Chalice is pretty awkward at the moment. Like, if you draw it going second, it's just not going to do enough against Lights One if they go first in combo, so you just lose that game anyway. And against like Pendulum, they're going to be like making a Deco Talker with their like standard combo to make Vortex, so if they have a Dweller with it and standby shotgun it, you can't actually Chalice the Dweller because they'll just negate with Decode. And yeah, and the Dweller still resolves, so that was that. For traps, I played the standard engine of the True King ones as well. I mean, you just want as many of these as you can. There were 3 Monarch Corrupt, Imperial Order, and Judgment as well. So these were the only 5. I played like skill drains in the side deck. It would have been like the next card I wanted to fit into the deck. Order and Judgment are the 2 cards that beat Grass and Left Arm when you go first, so they're really important there. And this one beats Evenly Matched, but nobody's really meaning it. And Monarch's Erupt is just like really, really powerful. It's a skill drain, but it also lets your attributed monsters like have their effects as well. So I think it's just like one of the strongest cards at the moment. For extra deck, I didn't have any, so let's just go straight to the side. I played the Spicy Engine.
Sorry, why did you play no extra deck cards?
Oh, it's because the Monarchs are up. You can't control any extra deck cards if you play it. And like, this deck doesn't really use much of the extra deck anyway, unless you have like the Invoked Engine. So for my side deck, I played Set Rotation, Light Sage, Candina, and this is a Proxy Reincarnation. So this is from Hayden Matthew, the god. This is like my answer to Evenly Matched after side, where I could have a searchable out to Evenly Matched through my Terraformings, or if I just draw a set row, where you search Candina, and then you can get Reincarnation, so they enter like battle phase, you can just change their hand. And this was also in turn like good against Lights On, because if they left arm, then, well, they actually just can't left arm because you have Reincarnation, so you can shuffle back their Soul Charge or Vigrasa they add, and I know they were like the biggest problems I was facing when I was going first. I don't know, engine was good, but maybe it was worth playing like Imperial Iron Wall instead, where it could floodgate lights once and protect me from the evenly match. I know, we'll see. The other side deck cuts I played were 3 Barrier, mostly for Pendulum, but for, I don't know, it's a Melbourne Regionals. You could see anything. 3 evenly match, same as D Barrier, I guess. The Skill Drain, and I wanted like my last cards to be Answers against Lightsworn, and I could play Vela, but I thought Gamma was also really powerful against like other decks. Yeah, obviously like this still does conflict with like Demise if you're going second and you draw into it, but the Lightsworn deck is like so ridiculous at the moment that if you don't like have a hand trap, you probably just lose going second against them. So yeah, that was it.
Alright, cool. Did you have anything else you wanted to say?
No, just shout out to the team, like Team Gun Squad, and Peace Thankless, especially because of how much like you helped me and all that, and the Finlay Official Fan Club. Yep, that's it.
Alright, thanks, Stephen.